desperately trying to get me recalled to Spain. I warned you. You will have to wait a little longer for my ambassadorial chair.
But, Your Excellency, 2 men should have been enough for any 1 man. But this El Draco...
It was the wrong approach. In this case, we must consider something a little more subtle.
I command you, grow. 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 Stop. I command you, blossom.
Oh! And what further wonders have you for us today, good Dr. Dee?
Hardly wonders, Your Majesty, but a few simple tricks to while away an idle moment.
Oh, you underestimate your power to astonish us. If these be your simple tricks, we're ready for something more serious.
As Your Majesty pleases. I propose an experiment in which I shall cause a member of the court to vanish before your eyes.
Oh. Do you have someone particular in mind?
Your Majesty shall choose.
May I suggest His Excellency the Spanish ambassador? No, perhaps not. Catherine, you shall have the honor of assisting Dr. Dee in his experiment. No country manners, girl. Do as you're bid.
But, Majesty, will I ever come back?
It'll make no matter if you do. Twice this week you've tugged my hair with your clumsy combing.
Will Your Majesty approach?
Confess, Your Excellency, you've never before seen such an adept as Dr. Dee.
We have our wise men in Spain, Your Majesty.
So I've been given to understand.
Come smoke. Come flame. And now I say, begone. Will Your Majesty look toward the curtain?
Dr. Dee, we thank you for your diversion. Will you join us in the withdrawing room? We have need of your scientific counsel.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
And that is only part of what you shall receive when Drake returns from Ostend.
Ostend?
At this moment, 3 Spanish ships lie at Ostend, whence they're being driven by foul weather. They are heavy with cargo stolen from our own good merchantmen. Such a gift from Providence makes us almost suspicious. Our luck seems too good. Drake shall sail to recapture what is ours as soon as he can put to sea, on one condition, that the signs and portents of the stars shall be in our favor.
I will consult my charts, Your Majesty.
Consult them. Then tell us if this is the moment for such a venture. Should the fates be against us, we can ill afford any loss or risk. You shall be well rewarded for your knowledge. Yours is a science that deserves all the privy purse can afford.
I'm grateful to Your Majesty, particularly at this time.
How so?
Your Majesty knows what is dearest to me, what burns like a flame in my entire being and will never let me rest.
I know you are a man of truth, a seeker after knowledge. Pray, be seated, Doctor.
I am a scientist. A man driven by scorpions along the thorny path of ignorance toward the light of understanding. Why the winds blow, how the stars move in their courses, what lies beyond the gates of death. These things and many others have been made plain to me through my studies. The answers are written down for posterity to read. But now, I am on the greatest quest of all. I can almost put out my hand and touch the secret. Almost. But I have spent all my fortune and every crumb that I can beg or borrow. At the very crisis of success, I may be unable to continue this costly task.
I know your situation. I would have done more had I been able. But now it's up to you and Captain Drake to solve our problems and render us all happy. Is there 1 hour better than another for the Golden Hind to sail?
I will inform your majesty when I have consulted my chance. By midnight tomorrow, Drake should be ready to sail.
Ostend.
Ostend.
Ostend. There can be no doubt of this.
We're waiting our sailing orders.
When does the Golden Hind put to sea?
We know by midnight.
Very good. You may leave us.
I'm not in this for my health. Why, my mates aboard the Golden Hind would tear me to pieces if they knew who I was dealing with.
Get out! Don Pedro, I said, did I not, that Admiral Ramirez was acting like a madman to put into Ostend?
I don't think he had a choice, Excellency. His ships were battered wrecks. The Atlantic storms he encountered were the worst in living memory.
Maybe, but now his ships are sitting pigeons for a bare-faced brigand like Drake. You know what they're carrying?
Spices from Coromandel to the value of 50,000 crowns, I understand.
Unfortunately, that is not all. There are a score of English seamen taken from a merchantman sunk by Ramirez.
But Excellency, we are not at war with England.
I am well aware of that, and doubtless so is Admiral Ramirez. Had it not been for these accursed storms, who would be the wiser?
But if Drake frees these seamen and they tell this story here...
Then Elizabeth will seize her chance to play the injured innocent.
And you may be recalled in disgrace. Excellency, there is, of course, a simple way to make sure that Drake does not sail to Ostend.
Good day, Master Dee. Master Dee, I had no chance yesterday to congratulate you on your very fine display. Perhaps now you will permit me to... But something has upset you, Doctor. You are ill, perhaps.
Where are my books? Where are my notes? Stolen. Stolen. Everything.
Now, come, Doctor. You are shocked, of course, but surely this is not such a great tragedy. After all, what you have written before, you can always write again.
How would you know what it means to lose the fruits of a whole life's search for truth?
Forgive me, Doctor, if I seem a little insensitive. I did not mean to hurt you, merely to console you.
A lifetime's work. There is not time left to me to recover it.
Do not despair, good doctor. I have a feeling, nay, an intuition that your works could be recovered.
You? Had you any hand in this?
You forget yourself, alchemist. This is very interesting. Yes, Dr. Dee, I think it might be possible that I could help you in retrieving your lost works.
If you had no hand in this, then how can you help?
Is the how and the why of any such matter, provided it is done? Then shall we agree not to vex that question? However, Doctor, there would of course be a certain quid pro quo.
I am listening.
Has the Queen seen this horoscope?
No.
They say that she places a great trust in your reading of the stars.
Her Majesty is gracious enough to be guided by my skills.
Then in that case, Doctor, if you wish to proceed with the matter and the discussion, you will manipulate your portents.
In which way?
You will not let the Queen see this favorable horoscope, but another one. A horoscope which makes it impossible for Drake to sail to Ostend.
You are asking me to play the traitor to my Queen?
I am asking you nothing, alchemist. The choice is yours.
Cancelled.
Dr. Dee's astral readings prove it would be a disastrous failure.
But, Your Majesty, failure is impossible. Ramor's ships are sitting in the harbor like ducks. All we have to do is...
I said the expedition is cancelled, Captain. If there's any consolation, I also am disappointed. Thank you, Dr. Dee.
Surely, good doctor, you have made some error in your calculations.
I make no error, Captain Drake.
With due respect, may I examine your workings? Now, why have you done this?
What?
It seems that you have deliberately falsified this reading.
You are correcting me on a point of astrology, Captain?
Master alchemist, I am a seaman. I sail my ship by the stars. In that way, I went around the world.
I hardly think that gives you the right to question my readings.
No, look here. You show Venus ascending into the house of the ram and Mars descending into the sign of the lion. Now, it doesn't need the skill of a master to tell me the exact opposite is true at the present time. Mars is ascending, Dr. Dee. Venus is declining. Therefore, I say this chart is false.
Would I not be the last to want the expedition cancelled? Has not the Queen promised me funds for my work from its booty?
Your reasons are beyond me, Dr. Dee. All I know in truth is that this reading is rubbish.
And I say it is not.
Very well. The Queen shall hear of this.
To which of us do you suppose she will listen?
To you, Dr. Dee. To you, with the weight of your years and your celebrated wisdom to back you up. But nevertheless, I shall prove you wrong in practice.
Captain Drake?
Yes?
I'm sorry, sir, but I come here under direct orders of the Queen. You are in close arrest. You are to stay here, on board in your cabin. The Golden Hind will not leave port.
Checkmate, I believe. The Queen's alchemist is to be congratulated on the success of his efforts on our behalf, my friend. Here, your fee, fellow.
The Queen is a woman of caprice, Excellency. Her moods are variable as the tides. I myself shall not be content until Ramirez has got the prisoners from the Hawk safely into Spain.
In this case, Don Pedro, the Queen will not change her mind. She will keep the guard on the Golden Hind. You see, Drake has committed the unforgivable. He has wounded the woman's monstrous vanity.
Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off discourteously, and I have loved you so long, delighting in your company. For all green sleeves was my delight, for all green sleeves was all my joy, for all green sleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady green sleeves?
Captain Drake, sir. Rafe Tilson, isn't it?
Aye, sir. Captain,
Well, what is it, man? Speak up.
I'm ready to be put in irons, Captain, to take whatever punishment's coming to me. But I've got to speak up first. They was my mates, Captain.
Say what you have to say and have done, man.
The Hawk, Captain, Ramirez. He's got a crew aboard at Ostend.
How do you know this?
I sailed aboard her once. Good old ship she were, too.
How do you know it?
I heard the Don say it. The Spaniard who waits on Mendoza.
So, you've been dealing with the Spaniards, have you? Tell me what you heard about the Hawk. Tell me!
He said he wasn't sure if the Queen might change her mind about the Hind sailing. And he wouldn't rest content till Ramirez had the prisoners from the Hawk safely in Spain.
Bosun! Take this man in charge.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'll deal with you later. Captain of the Guard!
Captain Drake?
I must see the Queen at once. Stand on your men. I must go to the palace immediately.
I cannot disobey the Queen, sir. No more can you.
You can in the Queen's cause.
I'm sorry, sir. I have my orders.
I give the orders aboard this ship. Stand these men down!
No, sir.
Well. Diego. Master Gunner. Nice song, lad. Once again.
Green sleeves was all my joy. Green.
Stop there. Put that down. For what purpose are you leaving the ship?
Why, 'tis but to take the gun, Captain, for repair by the blacksmith.
Oh, really? All right, you can go.
All right, up, lads.
Drake, what do you want? I want you to know the full extent of the damage you've caused with this humbug that you contrived. Do you know there are English seamen imprisoned aboard those ships at Ostend?
I did not. I swear it.
Do you know how they will be living, Dr. Dee? Crowded together like animals in dark holds, hungry, thirsty, and hopeless. And their fate? To be chained in the galleys of the Spanish fleet, driven and beaten until they die beside their oars.
I did not know the prisoners. You have my word on that. I did what every man of science must do. I tried to save my work for mankind.
Saved your work?
Mendoza had my writings stolen, Master Drake. Every last meticulous note. Preventing your sailing was the price of their return.
And you believe that he will return them?
I do, Master Drake. He promised it.
You cannot be that simple, Dr. Dee. Your work is more than ever lost to you now that you've agreed to pay his price.
How can you say that?
You've put yourself in his power. Not only will he keep your work, but very soon he'll be asking another little piece of treachery from you and another.
I would refuse.
Would you? Could you? What if Mendoza threatened to tell the Queen?
I will explain to Her Majesty that there was an error in my calculations. I will recast my horoscope. If the Queen learns you have left your ship, you will be for the Tower. Enter. Why are you here, Don Pedro?
I could have spared myself the journey, Doctor, but we had reason to suspect you.
I have given you no reason.
His Excellency, the Ambassador, thinks otherwise. Did you know that Drake has gone on board his ship?
But he has not sailed.
Can you be sure of it?
The Queen forbids it.
Drake is a pirate. He may suddenly decide to throw caution to the winds and take the next tide. If he does that, Doctor, your notes and books will be gone forever.
Why? Where are they?
They're on their way to an even safer place.
Ah! Quickly, Spaniard, Dr. Dee's papers. Who has them before I slit your throat?
Count Mendoza.
Where is he? Your life hangs on it?
He's on the Dover Road, on his way to take ship for Spain.
Get out! Get out! So, we must teach His Excellency not to meddle with the planets. Recast your horoscope, Dr. Dee. And remember, we must sail on tomorrow's midnight tide. To work.
Faster, Boatswain, faster! It's a highwayman!
This is an outrage. You realize who I am?
Perfectly, Excellency. Do you realize who I am?
Draco.
I understand you're carrying stolen goods out of our country under diplomatic privilege. Her Majesty wouldn't like that. In fact, she would be very angry if she knew. However, if you will hand me over Dr. Dee's papers, I'll contrive that she shall never hear of it.
Here. Take them.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I trust the remainder of your journey will be uneventful.
You have Mars in the ascendant, Dr. Dee, and Neptune greatly in his favor.
Yes, Your Majesty. The planets and signs are in Captain Drake's favor. Mars rises, the ram, the fish, all lend him speed and power. My former reading was a mistake.
So now the way is clear for Captain Drake to sail. May God speed him on his way to rescue my dear subjects.
Hey there! Send for Captain Drake!
Did you call, sir?
I called for Captain Drake. Where is he?
Oh, why, sir? I'll warrant he'll come soon.
Come soon? He shall come at once. If he has the Queen's orders to sail for Ostend.
Ostend? Oh, that's good news, Captain.
You must leave immediately.
Immediately, eh?
Yes.
In that case, would you mind getting off my ship?
All hands on deck!